Hello, Alexander. This is teacher Kim Hobinian. Today we'll be talking about why Korea does not have vampires. So a couple days ago, I read an article regarding why Korea does not have vampires, and this got me thinking. The article is right. I've never seen a vampire in Korea. I mean, I personally do not believe in vampires, and maybe it is because vampires are actually not real, or the fact that I grew up in Korea and there are no vampires in Korea that made me believe that there are no vampires, which reinforces the argument that Korea actually does not have vampires. Or does it? Teacher Kim, subscribe and like. So this question of whether Korea really does not have vampires, or the fact that vampires are even real in the first place, started to bother me. So I took a liberty to dedicate my vacation time right now to research about the history of vampires and its relation to Korea. It is said that vampires originated in folklore widely reported from Eastern Europe in the late 17th and 18th centuries. These tales formed the basis of the vampire legend that later entered Germany and England, where they were subsequently embellished and popularized. What I just said was from Wikipedia, so it is up to you to decide if you want to believe in them or not. And in Korea, there has been very few vampire-related stories and dramas, which nobody remembers that they were even made in the first place. And most of them were based upon not how the vampires are portrayed in the West, but the Asian version of vampires called gangster in Korean, that is more popularly known in Asia. So I dug into more research on finding out the reasoning for all these bad Korean version of vampire dramas, as well as the ultimate question of, are there really no vampires in Korea? I used up sources such as JSTOR, AppSco, many different research sites that my higher education has given me in exchange for my overpriced college tuition, and they all led me to these 4 pictures that explain everything. Korea and garlic. Garlic is said to be the ultimate defense against the vampire after the Holy Cross do not work out. And I guess this picture is from a TV show called 감탐식객, which I guess is a show about cooking. And then there's 2 pictures in total, one on top, one on bottom, and one on top. The subtitle says 한국에서 마늘 조금이라는 건, which means in Korea, a small amount of garlic is. And on the bottom picture it says 10쪽을 의미합니다. 한 움큼 정도이죠, which means a tenfold, which is a fistful of it. And it tells us that in Korea, when you say small amount of garlic, it doesn't just mean one piece of garlic or half piece of garlic. It means a fistful of garlics. So no wonder why there are no vampires in Korea, okay? Because there's so many garlics, okay? And let's look at the next picture. Okay, so it shows us a comparison between these 4 countries, Korea, United States, Italy, and Japan. And it shows how many garlics people from all these countries take, an average, each year. And Korea is said to be more than 6 folds of what America is. A 6.37 kilogram amount of garlic, and I don't know if you know how many of a garlic that is, but I'm telling you it's 6 times more than what you will have if you're from America. And it is about 31 times more than the average Japanese people would eat garlic if you're in Korea. So now you know, okay, so there may be vampires in the world, but there cannot be in Korea because Korea is #1 country that takes all these garlics. Okay, and the next picture is a JPEG, a image of South Korea, and all these red dots represents churches in Korea. Okay, so there's a lot of churches in Korea for a country with such a small land. So even the description of this image says that this picture portrays that the vampires cannot even come near Korea because of how many churches it has. There's so many churches that just even covers the peninsula of South Korea. It shows that many. And last picture is a comparison between how many churches compared to how many convenience stores. And I don't know if you've been to Korea, but Korea is a country of convenience stores. 24/7 convenience stores all over the country. Every corner has 2-3 of them. Okay, so you can never run out of convenience stores to go to. You can always find convenience store even in the countryside. The amount of churches there are is about 3 times more than there are of the convenience stores in Korea. Wow, and this is in 2012. And I'm pretty sure it has risen even more now it's 2019. Wow, so just looking at these 4 photos just make you understand why there's no vampires in Korea. And even if they were, they could not survive. And this video has been a little fun fact based upon my Instagram feed, which I cannot say for sure has credible source. And I guess the ultimate conclusion of this video is, if you love garlic and if you're a Christian, come to Korea. This has been Teacher Kim, and see you next time. Bye bye.